vulnerability. And a good man will find vulnerability in a woman attractive. And not just that, he will not take advantage of her. And not just that, he's going to want to help her. He's going to want to support you. And he's not going to get angry at helping you. He's not going to resent. Whenever you need help, he's going to be there for you. Whenever you need an extra hand, he's going to be there for you. And they like that because men want to help women for the most part. They're wired to want to help because that's when they show their strength.
When it comes, if you're too in love, if you're too invested and never leave him, you never leave, and you're not gonna do it. But if you've been visualizing, at any moment you disrespect me, if you've been visualizing that, to leave whenever somebody disrespects you, which is something that I recommend you do. When a moment comes, you will leave, and you will show him how strong you are. It's just that simple, okay? So always be willing to walk away. Have that mindset ready, and once you do all of this, once you know what you're willing to accept and what you're willing to not accept, that it's gonna change your vibe. It's gonna give you swagger. You're gonna have a certain confidence to your character, and it's gonna give you more charisma because you just have this willingness to walk away, and a man can sense it.
Look, people, okay, I am not telling you to suck his dick, but if you're gonna do that shit, before you suck his dick, kiss everything around him except his dick. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. So that means you kiss his inner thigh, you kiss his belly button, and everywhere but his dick, okay? Because what that does is it creates that kind of anticipation. And it makes him say, God damn, bitch, suck my dick, man. You know what I'm saying? So just kissing around his dick.
If you're the type of woman that never gives your guy distance or space periodically, he's gonna grow way too comfortable with you. He's gonna grow way too comfortable. You have to give him that space. So that means this. If you live with him, and a big scenario that people tell me is that I live with the guy and I can't do that. Okay, if you live with the motherfucker, what you gotta do is do things outside the house. Or do things on your own and say, I gotta leave me alone for this amount of time. Because just like anything, if you get inundated by something every single day, your body is not gonna react to it anymore. If I smoke weed every single day, every day that I smoke, I'm gonna be less high.
By the way, if you're in New York City and you like to attend our meditation group, click on the description down below where it says message me on WhatsApp or Instagram, and I'll send you all the information. It's only for people who live in the area. I'm in Bushwick, so that's where we're gonna be having it. It's every Sunday evening for 1 hour. It's $10 to attend. You'll have to join the WhatsApp group though, so that's why you gotta click on the description down below and message me there, and I'll send you the link and the tickets. It's exclusive. That's why I can't just let anybody purchase the tickets.
If a woman sees another guy trying to get his guy, she's gonna want him even more. Even though she was bored of him, but as soon as she sees fucking Becky the bitch trying to take my girl, all of a sudden you start becoming more emotionally engaged. So you'll notice this happens naturally, right? It's almost like when you're in a toxic relationship, the toxicity, the arguing, the fighting, kind of just brings you back into the relationship, right? So it's the same thing with this, right? The reason why the pain causes attraction is because it doesn't make a guy pull away. It actually brings him closer to you. It's almost like if you destroy his ego, if you make him feel like a fool, if you play him in a way, you might think that the guy might not want to see you no more. In fact, he might want to see you more because you made him feel like shit. If you're the one that causes pain, then you're the only thing that can make him feel good about himself.
Because you're trying to figure it out. You're like, he's straight, but what? It's attractive. It creates that, what? That like you can't, you're like, what? The way he talks and the way he looks don't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Is the charisma, is the attractive element, is what brings people to you out of sheer fascination. But that's the extreme. You can create that friction, that spark of charisma through subtler ways, which is natural to everybody. You just have to look inside. Did you always wanted to play basketball? Did you always wanted to do something that's male, that's like male related? That's not something feminine. Did you always wanted to do that? Go ahead and do it. If he likes you deep down and he still doesn't feel like he likes you, ignoring a guy could potentially accelerate the process. Now,
when you ignore the guy, it's always good to have an excuse. Don't say I ignored you because you said this. No. Make an excuse and make up some bullshit excuse. Say your grandma fell down the stairs. Say your grandma choked on a fucking pork chop. I don't give a fuck. Just make sure you don't say it's because I did that because you were being this. The only time when I tell you to do it because he's doing something wrong is when it's getting to the point where if he doesn't do this, I'm leaving. Right? And so you pretty much let him figure it out himself. And if he likes you, he will. And if he's a narcissist or he doesn't like you, he's not going to figure it out. And it doesn't mean it didn't work. It just meant that he doesn't like you enough to figure it out.
He spends time with you doing simple things. I remember there was a girl who I was falling in love with, but what we would do, we would just spend time together. We would like, you know, I would go to her place. We would have sex all day, don't get me wrong, but we would like do homework together. We would read together. We would, you know, like just, she'll do work and we like spending time with each other. Like we just did things together. And in the beginning, it wasn't like that. But after that, I just started liking her. You know, I started just spending time with her, right? I was invited to do this together. And so it wasn't just sex. I was invited to do yoga together, you know? So it's kind of like when a guy's falling for you, you know, you like I said earlier, you want to pay attention to the difference in things that he does, right? Thing you cannot do is spend more time with him. If you feel like he's losing interest, you gotta give that motherfucker space. You gotta give him space. You gotta give that guy space, because if you don't give him space, what that's gonna do is that's gonna make him want more space. By giving him space, it makes him. You giving him a chance. You're giving him space to miss you. All right. So don't be wanting to spend more time, because I know that's what you want. I get it. But you got to think long term. All right. You have to think long term, Angel. You got to think long term. You feel me? You got to have some turmoil. You got to have some ups and downs. It pretty much becomes toxic, right? So, because it's not natural to keep desiring a woman all the time. So what you got to do is learn to maintain a little bit of mystery. Use your head, plan out things, give them some random little surprises. Yes, it takes planning. Yes, it takes thinking. That's why most people don't do it right. So from time to time, don't text him back on time. As long as, this is the key though, there has to be trust between you guys. I'm sorry. You guys have to trust each other. Because if you do this and there's no trust, he might think you're cheating. Like, that's the kind of trust I want. I don't want the kind of trust where we're like, oh, this bitch is gonna do this shit now. No, I want the kind of trust where he says, okay, I know she's not banging her personal trainer, so what the fuck is going on? Like, sometimes showing that you're in pain doesn't make him want you more. It makes him say, fuck. It makes him confirm what he might be feeling, which is, man, this girl doesn't give me space. You see what I'm saying? So over the years, you got to let the guy know that you're going to be okay without him. You got to, from time to time, communicate to him that if he ever wants to leave, just leave. By saying stories. Just say, hey, my ex, yeah. You know, I always told him that if he wants to leave, leave. It hurt, but I'm able to get over people. You got to communicate to people that you're able to get over people. You see what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. If you feel like he's pulling away, you pull away. And that's how you deal with these kind of guys. It's not putting more pressure. You put less pressure and you let them be. And sometimes that means that they'll never come back. And it is what it is, unfortunately. So some other things that you could do is when you give him a flirty look, from time to time, you don't even look at the motherfucker. You don't even make eye contact with him. And that's another way to send mixed signals. It's all about sending a mixed signal. It could be, I like you, and then I don't like you. It could be, I'm being super polite, and now I'm giving you a very sexually suggestive look. Which one is it? I don't know, right? All of those things just makes people think about you. But if that love is not in there, it's not going to do him anything. He's just going to realize it, but it's not going to make him chase. And that's a sign, because if you pull away, he doesn't chase. It's either he's a narcissist because of his ego. He or watches my channel, which is the least likely, right? Or he doesn't like you, which is the most likely. You know, when you pull away and he doesn't chase you, doesn't mean it didn't work. It doesn't mean the motherfucker don't like you, girl. Deal with it. That's life. Don't show that it's affecting you. Now, this relates to when you guys haven't been together for a while. If you guys live with each other, or you guys been together for a long time, it's hard to hide. But what you could do is show strength. And even though if you're hurt, you gotta show him that you're able to live without him. You're able to live without him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's easier said than done, but Because what you want him to feel is that you're losing interest. So you then, if he wants to make you feel that, you then start doing the same shit. You start pulling away. Because maybe he's pulling away because you were too there for him. You were too available. If you feel like he's pulling away, you got to give him that space. You cannot find an excuse and not show the pain that he has. If you want to watch more amazing toxic content like this, follow me on my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram. You'll see it right here. Another thing that you could do is what I always teach, right? Is the way that you text. You have to create that texting pattern. The 2 hours and then the 2 hours and then the 3x20. What that means is the first text of the day, you take 2 or 3 hours to respond, like I always say. After that, you go back and forth with him 3 times, taking between 5 to 20 minutes in between responses, right? And what that does is that it creates that kind of uncertainty. Make sure when you're with him, you don't have your phone around you. Make sure that from time to time you break that pattern. Out of 20% of the times, you just break it. In other words, you just literally reverse it. That means you start texting him on time. That means when he texts you the first time, you respond fast. So pain could be once again pulling away, right? Making him feel like he's making him feel like he's making him feel like you're losing him. It could be that you make him create some jealousy. It could be that you do a preemptive breakup. You break up with him, right? And that's why when you break up with somebody and they come back more submissive. Why? Because there was pain involved. Pain is the ultimate way. It may not be healthy, but it's the ultimate way to create for somebody to love you. He needs to feel some pain. It could be the fear of losing you. It could be the fact that you're not texting him back as fast. And if you notice this, you usually end up realizing you love the person when you react to them. All right, ladies. So finally, I have released my second course for women, which is natural chemistry. This course is a 5-week course. 5-week course where every week you're gonna get a new set of videos based on specific issues. This course is all about how to create and maintain the attraction in any man. This will help you create love. This will help you deepen the love with your man. This is not about manipulation. This is not about playing games. This is genuine natural chemistry. No more short-term partners, no more being fooled. Why? Because I will reveal to you not only how to create attraction in the first week, but also how to understand male nature, how to understand their tricks, how to prevent from being too attached, signs that he's the wrong guy, signs that he's a narcissist, signs that he's a mama's boy, signs that he's an emotionally available guy, emotionally unavailable guy. We go over everything. We go over this 3rd week, setting boundaries. We go over the 3rd week, controlling your emotions, right? Setting boundaries, 4th week. 5th week, embracing your masculine and the feminine, right? And on top of that, I have over 10 different bonuses. 10 different bonuses, my Lord have mercy, right? With a money back guarantee. The bonus are 1, the natural chemistry, over 10 hours of content, right? The breakup formula, how to deal with a breakup, right? The connecting with your man, right? Establishing a life of abundance, social mastery, understanding your dark side, the goal setting seminar, which is about how to set and achieve goals, practical mastery that will teach you how to master anything. The laws of human nature. I have a book club for the laws of human nature with over 4 hours of content, right? The transformational seminar in a pocket, which is my mindfulness seminar, and the Chase audiobook. This originally is $1,800, but you get it starting at $97, ladies and gentlemen, right? $97. We have different packages, but all of this starts at $97. And you know what? You can check it out for free if you want. Yeah, for all the freeloaders, I have free videos just for you. Free videos, all right? So you could just check it out for free and then you could get out. Nothing wrong with that, all right? So, and on top of that, it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. No questions asked. That's right. No questions asked. I don't mind. I just want you guys to check it out because I know when you take one look, you're going to want to buy it. I can promise you. Just like my other course, the psychological game of attraction, it was a hit. You're gonna love this one. This one is not about manipulation. This is genuine natural chemistry. Order it now. All right. I'll see you guys inside. Peace out.